Hello, it's me, PCPatientZero. I was playing with my Nerf gun. Why don't we talk about Shakespeare for a little while, specifically Macbeth. Alright everyone, as you know, we are on to Act 5, which is really exciting. We're getting there, getting toward the end. Many of you, maybe all of you, are going to be familiar with this scene at least a little bit, because this is one of the more famous scenes of Shakespeare's plays, and even people who have never read the play, don't even really know what it's about, have at least heard a few lines, usually, from this scene. You'll know which ones I'm talking about pretty quickly. The scene begins with a doctor of physic, which means a doctor of medicine, physical, he's a medical doctor, and a waiting gentlewoman, so a servant. I'm going to call them doctor and servant. That's how we'll sort them out. The doctor says, "I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth to your report. When was it she last walked?" They're talking about Lady M, and apparently she's been walking? Not unusual, but let's see. Let's read further. "Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to her bed, yet all this while in a most fast sleep." Apparently, she's been sleepwalking and writing letters in her sleep. Doctor, "A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?" Servant, "That, sir, which I will not report after her." What a good servant. The servant's like, "My lady talks in her sleep and I'm not going to tell you what she says." Doctor, "You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should." Meet means important in this case. You'll see that sometimes in Shakespeare's work. He'll say it is most meet. That means very important. Servant, "Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech." And then who should enter but Lady Macbeth with a taper. Sometimes she's holding a candle, sometimes she's holding a taper. A taper is a long stick that you use for lighting candles. The servant continues, "Lo, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life fast asleep. Observe her, stand close." Doctor, "How came she by that light?" Servant, "Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually, 'tis her command." Doctor, "You see her eyes are open." Servant, "Aye, but their sense are shut." Doctor, "What does she now? Look how she rubs her hands. So, Lady M is out sleepwalking out here with a taper or candle, and she's rubbing her hands together." Servant, "It is an accustomed action with her to thus seem washing her hands. I have known her continue in this quarter of an hour." So she apparently does this a lot in her sleep, doing this hand washing thing, and she does it for a long time. Lady M, "There's a spot." Doctor, "Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrances the more strongly." He's going to write down what she says. Lady M, now this is the line you'll all recognize. "Out, damn spot, out I say. 1, 2, why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie, a soldier and afeard? What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man had so much blood in him?" She's obviously talking about their murder of Duncan. Doctor, "Do you mark that?" Lady M, "The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What, will these hands ne'er be clean?" "No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting." Doctor, go to. You have known what you should not." So the doctor realizes kind of maybe what she's talking about, and he's like, "Get out of here, servant. You're hearing stuff you shouldn't hear. So you're just a servant." The servant knows it already. Servant, "She has spoke what she should not, I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known." Lady M, "There's a smell of blood." Lady M, There's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia shall not sweeten this little hand. And then she sighs or moans or something. Doctor, what a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged. Servant, I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body. They both feel sorry for Lady M. Doctor, well, well, well. Servant. Pray God it be, sir. Doctor, this disease is beyond my practice, yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep, who have died holily in their beds. So he's like, sleepwalking? Not fatal, usually. Lady M, wash your hands, put on your nightgown, look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grave. So now she's talking about Banquo's death, and she seems to be talking to Macbeth, because she's scolding him for being cowardly and telling him to put on his PJs and go to bed. Doctor, even so? Lady M, to bed, there's a knocking at the gate. You don't remember when the knocking at the gate happened. Come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. And then she leaves. So clearly, in her sleep, Lady M is dealing with some pretty intense issues, whether it's because she regrets having killed all those people and her husband killing all those people. Well, clearly part of her psyche does, and that part of her psyche is definitely pushing itself more towards the surface. And her husband's not around to talk about this with. She doesn't have anyone to talk about this with, unless she was to talk about it with a servant, which is probably not a good idea, even if they are loyal. So she's pretty much stuck. She has no one to talk about it with. She's freaking out. She's having probably horrible nightmares / night terrors. And so she's got problems right now, thinking about reliving probably all of those murders. But still, even in her crazy dream state, she's still more focused on keeping her husband calm than anything. It's pretty funny. Doctor, will she go now to bed? Servant, directly. Doctor, foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More needs she the divine than the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her, remove from her all means of annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So good night. My mind she has mated, and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak. So the doctor's just try to keep her calm, remove anything that might annoy her, because she really kind of needs divine intervention, because I can't do anything about it. So, good luck with that. And the servant says, good night, good doctor, and they exit. So that is that scene. It's pretty short, but it's one of the big has the big famous lines that you always hear. So, yeah. And next time, we will be moving on to Act 5, Scene 2. This has been a PC Patient Zero production. Thanks for watching.